Body shaming is horrible, feels terrible, doesn't motivate us to lose weight, can cause us to gain extra weight, and even cause death. This practice of insulting or judging the way a person's physical appearance needs to stop. Body shaming is highly obvious in the street, like, "Hey fatty, why don't you stop eating that ice cream and go for a run?
Why your thighs is so big?
Why you're so thin like a stick?
You want me to enroll you into a feeding program?" Body shaming, the destructor of self-esteem and self-confidence. What is it and how does it start? Why does it keep on happening and how does it affect on people's health?
Millions of people have lost their self-confidence and self-esteem because of this. Thousands grew depressed, hundreds started killing themselves, and maybe even one successfully did. Good day everyone, I am Krissabel P. Abatayo.
And I am Niño P. Baguio.
And we will going to make a stand that body shaming will never be okay. Body shaming is mocking of someone's physical appearance. It is when we criticize others or even ourselves about how we or they look. So how does this start? Think about how many people or magazines have tried telling us to change our appearances, like how to get skinnier from a few tips or how to gain weight faster. These statements did not typically just blurt out them, "Oh, you're too thin, you need to eat more food," or something like, "Lose some weight, you gain too much." No. These statements unconsciously made us feel that way. Thus, we already started feeling insecure, self-conscious, and maybe even we feel ugly. Why does this keep on happening? The answer to that is because of society's standards and judgment. You see, our society had already created standards about beauty, and one of the bases of it is the size of our body. And I completely disagree to this because I do not think that a person should judge or base a person's appearance, beauty, or looks through the size of their waist. I think that it is completely a wrong mindset because it does not affect the body shamers only. It affects the one that body shames because you see this stems from their outlook, their perspective, their standards, so sometimes they unconsciously judge themselves too, and what happens next is to get insecure. So this is the one of the reason why we should stop body shaming, because it affects everyone. Another reason is that it affects people's health.
This body shaming can cause people to have eating disorders like anorexia or bulimia. Anorexia is the act of starving yourself to lose some weight, and bulimia is overeating for faster weight gain, and this is very concerning because of sometimes these disorders can lead to death. Aside from that, there is also anxiety, depression, social isolation. You see, when you constant negative remarks are given, people tend to react negatively as well, so they are start to isolate themselves. It causes them to the panic attacks or different depressions, phases that is very saddening as well. So you see, these are the negative effects that is brought about this body shaming, and I think that is the best that we put to an end to this together, not only for ourselves but for other people. Take note that we don't need others people permission to be ourselves, nor do we need validation from other people, because our body is our own and no one has a say to it but ourselves. Also, let us start accepting the fact that beauty comes from all shapes and sizes, and that there is nothing wrong about our body type, and our beauty is not the one, or our bodies are not the one that need fixing toward us. Before we end this speech, let me remind you all that our bodies does not define us, and we are so much more than our body. Thank you, and that's all.
And that's all.